Good morning, friend. Today we have to discuss the voltage surge. Then, first, what is the voltage surge? The voltage surge is defined as the sudden rise in excessive voltage which damage the electrical equipment of an installation. The over voltages in the line occurs because of the rise in voltage between both the phases and between the phase and ground. The voltage surges are mainly classified under two headings: internal and external surges. Then we have to discuss the types of voltage surges. The over voltage in the power station can be caused either by the internal disturbance or by the atmospheric conditions. On the basis of the generation of over voltages, the voltage surges are classified in two categories. These are internal voltages and external voltages. Then we have to discuss related to the causes of over voltages, that is internal voltages. When the voltage in the system rises itself beyond the rated voltage, then such type of voltages is called as internal voltages, over voltages. The internal voltages may be transient, dynamic, or stationary in nature. If the over voltage wave is transient in nature, then there is frequency is unrelated to the normal frequency and it will persist a few cycles only. Transient over voltage can be caused by the operation of circuit breakers when switching inductive or capacitive loads. These voltages can also be generated by the interrupting very small current or by the unsudden grounding of the one phase of a system with an insulated neutral. Dynamic over voltage occurs at the normal frequency and persists only for a few seconds. These voltages may be generated by the disconnection of a generator or because of unsuddenly thrown off a range portion of the load. Stationary over voltage occurs at system frequency. Stationary over voltage occurs at a system frequency and remains for sometimes maybe for an hour. Such type of voltages is generated when an earth fault on the one line is continued for a long time. This voltage can also be caused when the neutral is grounded through an arc suspension coil, thereby leading to the over voltage on the sound phase. These voltages exceeds 3 to 5 times the normal phase to neutral peak voltage of the system and relatively harmful for the equipment having proper insulation. The internal over voltages mainly causes because of the following reasons. First one is the switching operation on unloaded line. First, we have to discuss the switching operation on unloaded line. During the switching operation, the line is connected to a source of voltage and traveling waves are set up which rapidly charges the line. These waves instantly attain the voltage of the magnitude not exceeding the twice the supply voltage at the instant of disconnection. The second one is the sudden opening of the load line. When the load on the line is suddenly opened, the transient voltage of the value of E is equal to I into Z0 is set up, where I is the instantaneous value of the current at the instant of the opening of the line and Z0 is the natural or the surge impedance of the line. The transient over voltage of the line does not depend on the line voltage and therefore low voltage transmission system is liable to the over voltage of the same magnitude as compared to the high voltage system. Next one is the insulation failure. The failure of insulation between the line and the earth is frequent When the insulation breakdown occurs, the potential at fault suddenly falls from maximum to zero, and therefore a negative voltage wave of very stiff front in the form of surges are generated in the both the direction, and because of that over voltage will be the occurs in the system, and because of the over voltage insulation failure may be occurs in the system. Last cause of overvoltage is external overvoltages. The overvoltage which is caused by the atmospheric discharge such as static discharge or lightning strokes. Such type of voltage is called as external overvoltage. External overvoltage can cause considerable stress on the insulation, and because of that maybe insulation failure will be occurs. The intensity of the overvoltage is varied in the case of the lightning. The intensity of the lightning depends on the how directly the line is struck, that is directly by the main discharge, directly by the branches or streamer, or by the induction due to a flash passing near or but to not touches to the line. Because of that overvoltage will be occurs. The installation in the power station is mainly classified in two types. The one is which is electrically exposed, resulting in the apparatus being subjected to over voltages of the atmospheric origin, and another which is electrically non-exposed and therefore not subjected to this type of over voltage. We have to discuss the surge voltage impact whenever the over voltage will be occurs or this will be happens repeatedly. It can reduces the working lives of both the active and passive circuit components by 50%, and they can also cause the installation of wire to become brittle because of repeated abnormal heating cycles. It made the insulation is weak and cause there will be insulation failure. Even a robust electrical and electromechanical components such as lamps, motors can be degraded from the cumulative effect of surges. So the problem is not confined to the electronic circuits. The highest magnitude surges can caused by the lightning strikes on or near power lines, but destructive surges can also be the caused by the on or off the switching of an electrical utility generators, and the failure in a transformer will be occurs, or some malfunctions in the distribution equipments will be occurs due to the over voltage or surge voltages. The electrical surges can also be caused by the showers of charged particles from solar flares that enters the atmosphere. They have disabled extensive electric power distribution network in the recent past. So this matter gives a big impact to us and high cost for repairing jobs and replace the new equipment or devices from surge voltages affected to our system. This is the surge voltage impact on the equipment will be very effective, and this will be very costly for the repairing and maintenance work. Then we have to discuss the voltage, surge voltage and their distribution and control. The design of power apparatus, particularly at high voltages, is governed by their transient behavior. The transient high voltages or surge voltages originate in power system due to lightning or switching operation. The effect of the surge voltages is served in all power apparatus. The response of a power apparatus to the impulse or surge voltages depends on the capacitance between the coil of winding and between the different phases winding of multi-phase machines. The transient voltage distribution in the winding as a whole are generally very non-uniform and are complicated by traveling wave voltage oscillations set up within the winding. In the actual design of an apparatus, it is of course it is necessary to consider the maximum voltage difference occurring in each region at any instant of time after the application of an impulse, and take into account their duration, essentially when they are less than 1 microsecond. An experimental assessment of the dielectric strength of insulation against the power frequency voltages and surge voltages on the samples of the basic material on less than complex assemblies or on complete equipment must involve the high voltage testing. When high voltage testing is done on component parts, elaborate the insulation assemblies and complete full scale prototype apparatus, it is possible to build up a considerable stock of design information. Although expensive, such a data type is very useful. Such data can never really complete to overcome all feature designs and necessities, use of large factors of safety. A different approach to the problem is exact calculation of dielectric strength of an insulation arrangement is very important. In an ideal design, such part of dielectric would have uniformly stressed at the maximum value which it will be safely withstand. Such an ideal condition is impossible to achieve in practice. For dielectric of different electrical strengths due to the practical limitations of construction, the information on a stress concentration factor, it is the ratio of maximum local voltage gradient to the mean value in the adjacent region of relatively uniform stress. A survey of typical power apparatus design suggests that factors ranging from 2 to 5 can occur in practice. When this factor is high, considerably quantities of insulation must be used. Generally, improvement can be affected in the following ways: by shaping the conductor to reduce the stress concentration, by insertion of high dielectric strength insulation at high stress point. Third, by selection of material of appropriate permittivities to obtain more uniform voltage gradient. This will be the very factors will be affected, and improvement we have to carried out by changing the conditions. The properties of different insulating media and their applications are presented properly, and we have to design it properly for the proper high voltage apparatus. And this design part we have to consider in the further chapters also, in the second, third or fourth. In that we have to consider the various factors consider for designing the high voltage apparatus by considering the insulations. In order to protect the high voltage equipments or the electrical systems from over voltages, we have to use the lightning arrestor or surge diverters are used for protecting the electrical system from over voltage. Thank you, friend. We have to see in this video, that is, what is the voltage surges, what are the different factors affecting on that, because of the over voltage will be occurs, and lastly we have to discuss the what are the equipments we have to use for the protect the system from the over voltage. Thank you, friend.